Across the galaxy, one alien defense unit had never accepted a human. Then, a simple military assignment changed history forever. Only moments later, an unexpected emergency placed the entire fleet under pressure.
The Galactic Alliance made a mistake no one believed was possible. Private Ethan Carter, an ordinary human soldier from Earth, was supposed to join a peaceful engineering division, but a corrupted military database sent him somewhere else. The Shadow Valkyries, the most feared all-female, alien combat battalion in the galaxy. Every warrior standing before him had survived hundreds of brutal battles. Each one was over 7 feet tall, faster, stronger, and trained to eliminate enemies without mercy. As Ethan stepped into the cold steel barracks, every alien warrior stopped what they were doing. Silence filled the room. Dozens of glowing blue eyes locked onto the tiny human. Some laughed. Others whispered. One giant commander slowly walked toward him. She looked down at the frightened human and said, "You're in the wrong place, little human." Ethan swallowed his fear. He looked around at the deadliest soldiers in the galaxy, then quietly replied, "Maybe. But I'm not leaving." No one realized that this single human would soon change the fate of the entire battalion. The next morning, Ethan's real nightmare began. Commander Zira ordered him onto the battalion's combat training arena, a place where even elite alien warriors collapsed from exhaustion. The challenge was simple. Survive 10 minutes. No weapons, no armor. No mercy. The first alien warrior charged like lightning, swinging a massive energy blade powerful enough to split steel. Ethan barely rolled aside. Another attack came from behind. Then another. The arena echoed with explosions as plasma strikes shattered the metal floor. Every warrior expected the fragile human to surrender within seconds. But Ethan had learned something during Earth's toughest survival training. Speed could defeat strength. Instead of fighting head-on, he used quick footwork, sharp instincts, and clever timing. He dodged every attack by inches, forcing the giant warriors to collide with each other. For the first time in years, the Shadow Valkyries weren't laughing anymore. Commander Zira crossed her arms and watched silently. A small smile appeared on her face. "Interesting," she whispered. "Maybe this human isn't here by mistake after all." Far away in the darkness of space, an unknown alien empire was already preparing an invasion, and Ethan had no idea. He was about to become humanity's only hope. The victory at the mining colony changed everything. For the first time, Commander Zira invited Ethan into the battalion's restricted command chamber. The room was silent. A massive holographic map of the galaxy floated above the table. Red warning symbols covered dozens of star systems. Zira took a deep breath. "This wasn't a random attack," she said. "Someone is hunting us." She revealed the truth that had been hidden for years. The Shadow Valkyries were not ordinary soldiers. They were the last surviving royal guardians of an ancient alien empire. An unstoppable warlord known as Karox the Devourer had destroyed their homeworld and was now searching for the last royal bloodline. Suddenly, every alarm aboard the battleship began screaming. A gigantic enemy dreadnought emerged from hyperspace, blocking every escape route. Thousands of hostile fighters surrounded the ship. A cold voice echoed through every speaker. "Hand over the royal commander, or every soul aboard this vessel will die." The bridge fell silent. Every warrior reached for her weapon. Ethan slowly stepped forward. Looking straight at Commander Zira, he said, "If they want you, they'll have to go through me first." For the first time, the entire battalion saluted the human soldier. The enemy dreadnought opened fire. Thousands of plasma missiles streaked across space, turning the battlefield into a sea of explosions. The Shadow Valkyries fought with unmatched courage, but the enemy fleet was simply too large. One by one, their defense cannons fell silent. Commander Zira looked at Ethan with a heavy heart. "If they capture me, the galaxy is lost." Ethan refused to accept defeat. He remembered a forgotten section of the battleship, a dangerous experimental human fusion reactor that no alien could control. Ignoring every warning, he raced through collapsing corridors while explosions shook the ship. The reactor demanded a level of radiation no alien body could survive. But humans were different. With trembling hands, Ethan activated the reactor. A blinding wave of blue energy surged through the battleship. Every weapon came back online. The ship's massive plasma cannons roared to life. One devastating blast tore straight through the enemy dreadnought, splitting it in half. The surviving enemy ships immediately retreated into hyperspace. Silence filled the battlefield. Commander Zira stared at Ethan in disbelief. For the first time in galactic history, a human had accomplished what no alien warrior ever could. The Valkyries no longer saw him as an outsider. They called him Brother of the Shadow. Weeks after the great battle, the galaxy finally knew the name of the human who had saved the Shadow Valkyries. Every major star system broadcast the same message. Private Ethan Carter, hero of the Galactic Alliance. Leaders from dozens of alien civilizations gathered aboard the Alliance flagship. Commander Zira stepped onto the grand stage and removed the ancient medal that had belonged to her ancestors for over 1,000 years. She placed it around Ethan's neck. "You came here by accident," she said. "But today, you leave as one of us." The entire hall erupted in thunderous applause. Millions watched as the lone human received the highest military honor in galactic history. Yet Ethan smiled and quietly replied, "I didn't fight for medals. I fought because no one deserves to stand alone." His words spread across the galaxy. From that day forward, humans were no longer seen as the weakest species. They became known as the race that would risk everything to protect others. And whenever darkness threatened the stars again, the Shadow Valkyries stood beside humanity, not as allies, but as family. Because one ordinary human had changed the destiny of an entire galaxy forever. Subscribe to HFY Zen TV for more HFY stories.